It's been a hectic day on the internet, well, last few days for companies like Insomniac and now Rocksteady Games with Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I want to mention before we even talk about this that Suicide Squad is in a heap of trouble right now. Fans are very unhappy. A lot of people are very unhappy. There are a lot of leaks going around. Are we going to discuss what those leaks are? No. Here's why. And I know some people are going to say, well, just talk about it. No. Here's why. Because even when that's fair use, critique, transformative stuff, you know what happens? WB bullies channels. They give them channel strikes. They give them like copyright strikes. I'm just not going to deal with it. My cat is about to jump down and attack this camera for some reason. But I'm just not going to deal with it. There's no reason to put myself out there on that. And it doesn't add anything to conversation. So if you want to go look that stuff up on your own, you can. This is also a bit of a cautionary word to everyone else that if you don't want to see this stuff, you pretty much have to stay shui. You have to stay off of social media. Tongue twister there. It sucks, but that's how it is now. It's like if you care about anything and it's within 12 months of it releasing, you pretty much just can't go online. Why? I don't know. People just want to release all the details around it. I originally wasn't even going to talk about these leaks because to me, it's very important for me and my mental health going forward to not just make myself the Batman guy. I just don't have an interest in doing that. But this character right here, he means a lot to me. You know why? Because this character, and especially this version of Batman, the Arkham Batman, despite his faults, it's how a lot of you found this channel. It's something a lot of you really care about. Hell, it's how my wife found me. She saw one of my Batman videos, and we started talking. You know, that's how, I got married, was this character. This character is deeply personal to me. He's also based off of one of my favorite renditions of the character as well. He's a transformed version of it, originally inspired by the DCAU, and voiced by Kevin Conroy, a man to me who was a hero, who, really inspired a lot of people, and rose above a lot of, how would I say it, bad things in the entertainment industry to become a good person and to share a character with people that he was passionate about. And that's why all these leaks matter so much to me, because if they are true, a lot of this feels very disrespectful to a lot of people. It feels very disrespectful to fans of this universe who funded it. Yes, I know WB paid for the games, but you know who bought the games? All of us. All of us who loved it, fell in love with this world, with these characters. It feels disrespectful to Kevin Conroy. I know there's no way that anyone could have known that he would pass, so I'm not going to, jump up on a moral high horse and say they should have whipped out their crystal ball and predicted it. No, but now that he's gone, I would say that sometimes when people die, things have to change. When Paul Walker died, they had a decision to make with Fast and Furious. Do they unceremoniously write his character out? Do they use some kind of technology to fix it? What do they do? And I truly think that what they did with that movie series, whether you care for it or you think it's an absolute pile of trash, they did something that was respectful. They did something that was a way to say goodbye to the character, at least for now, with the family's consent, and try and do right by them. And try and do right by the people who cared about the character, right? My problem with this is that if the leaks are true, and again, Rocksteady, I'm not saying what they are. WB, I'm not saying what they are. You take this down, it's a violation of fair use. If these leaks are true, it is very frustrating and disrespectful. That is if, and this is a major if that's worth mentioning, there's no more context around it. Somebody mentioned something that I think is really true and interesting. If we saw before Arkham Asylum came out, and I'm going to be dropping some Arkham spoilers here if you haven't played the games. Before Arkham Asylum came out, if we saw a screenshot of dead Commissioner Gordon, a lot of people would say, this is absolutely brain dead. What are you doing over here? This is dumb. This is stupid. But you know what? Then in the game, it turned out to be a scarecrow hallucination. If we saw something like Joker back in Arkham Knight, we saw a screenshot of Joker in Arkham Knight alive, it would have been absolutely ridiculous and dumb. Some people still think it's dumb. That's fine. You can have that opinion. I really like the psychological angle they took with it. But you know what? They would have said that was disrespectful to this guy right here. They would have said that's disrespectful to this character, that's disrespectful to the passing of the Joker in that universe, it just undoes everything. But then it ended up to just all be in Batman's head, you know? And that's what I think is important with this, is I'm not saying the game is going to be great or good. In fact, I have been very well documented with my problems with it. I'm frustrated with the live service element. I'm frustrated with adding in offline mode as a patch, which is just stupid to me because, like, it defeats the purpose of it. Like, hey, we want offline. Oh, we'll add it as a patch. So you need online to get the offline mode. It's like, to me, there's a lot of dumb things around this game, too. Like, before it's even come out. Sefton Hill and Jamie Walker, the co-founders of Rocksteady Studios, leaving, whether it is on good terms or on good terms, as everybody in the entertainment industry says when they leave. Jill's arm's in the video now. Hi, Jill.
Sorry.
Little cameo.
I didn't know my elbow got in the video.
That's okay. You're, like, doing a lot of big stretches. Regardless of, you know, what that is. Like, maybe it was a good faith, hey, we want to move on and we want to grow. That happens a lot. That's something I've wanted out of this channel, right? You know, some of you guys have said, just make Batman videos. That's what I love. And it's like, I like making other things too. I hope you guys enjoy that. I hope you check it out. But either way, I need to do that for me, right? I totally respect creators needing to do that kind of stuff. You want to move on, do something new? You go for it. But in the entertainment industry, a lot of times when people say they left on good terms, it comes out 15 years later that they left on really, really bad terms and they just didn't want to deal with all the drama around it because it wasn't worth hurting their own career, right? And dragging down other people at the company who had nothing to do with it. So you have those, you know, studio heads leaving, you have all these leaks, you have a lot of stuff happening, Kevin Conroy passing. I guess my whole point is that if the leaks are what they are, I'm really bummed. Like, if there's no other context around this stuff, I'm bummed out because it just feels shitty. But we don't know. We don't know if there's more to it. We don't know if there's a big plot twist that'll be really well written. We don't know if there's a big plot twist that'll be absolutely terrible. The game is not out. I do think that a lot of these leaks are becoming mean-spirited. And that's something that I've noticed in the entertainment industry in general. It's very rare that someone is actually leaking something to help you. It's very rare that someone is leaking something because they want to save you money and show you that a product is bad. It's usually a vindictive thing. It's usually, my cats are now fighting. Cosmo, stop it. You're going to be in the video now. It's usually an issue of, hi, buddy, are you a big Rocksteady fan? You like Batman? Look at this guy. Could you say no to this face?
Aww.
Look how crabby he is. It's usually an issue of, like, ex-employees or absolute haters or people who just really don't like the company or don't like someone at it trying to sabotage a product. Does that mean leaks are fake? No. But I also think that's worth taking into account, is that when people leak stuff, they get to set the narrative. They get to set, now there's cat hair in the air, they get to set the context, right? They don't need you, they don't need me. They can make the truth as they see fit. And sometimes it's 100% true, sometimes it's not. My whole point of this video is like, yes, I've seen the leaks. Yes, I'm bummed out about it. Yes, I think they suck. If they are what they are. But it's possible that they're not. And you know what? I liked Arkham Knight's story too. I like Batman Arkham Origins story. I even like the story around Blackgate. Yeah, it's not the strongest, but I like that Catwoman stuff. Good character development to me. I'm not saying that anything Batman is good. There's definitely, like, comic books that suck. There's Batman movies that are bad. It's not off the table that Rocksteady could make a bad game. But I also think there's a lot of people who want to hate this game before it's out. I don't want to be one of those people. I really don't. That's another reason I didn't want to make this video. Because, like, I could come out here and just get really mad. But at the end of the day, I don't know the full truth on this. I'm waiting to see more. I do still plan to play through this game, especially over on my Let's Play channel, which is in the description below this video. I'm playing through it with my friend Nate. This whole thing, it's just left me bummed out. Like, I still plan to play through it with Nate over on Degenerate Plays, the Let's Play channel down there. But I don't want to make videos about these characters like Batman, DC to milk them. I don't want to make them to fake outrage. I'm not saying other people who have made them are. I'm just saying I don't want to. And if I came in here acting like the expert saying, this happens, this happens, this happens, for sure this happens. One, I'd be spoiling the game if it is true for a lot of you. Two, I would also be lying through my teeth. Because I think that if they're true, It sucks, and it is frustrating to me and really bumming me out because I think it really flies in the face of a lot of the previous world and development and story that we saw, but we don't know the full context. It is worth mentioning that Rocksteady themselves, they did address and say that some details of the game were leaking online. They said that on Twitter. Does that mean that every single aspect of the leak is true? No, because everybody and their mother, ever since these leaks started coming out, which are usually low-resolution videos or low-resolution screenshots with like something covering a watermark and then audio that could even be partially AI generated at this point, everybody and their mother has started adding context around that, where it's like, well, actually, the reason this happens is because of this. Well, actually, the reason this happens is because of this. You know, guys, I played the alpha. I know the entire story. And it's like, we don't know, man. We don't know. Does this mean you should buy the game and find out for yourself? No. I'm not gonna shill and tell you to do that. Absolutely not. If you don't have faith in this game, you think that it's gonna be bad, you don't care. Hell, maybe you don't even have a lot of money. You know, like 99% of the games behind me, you know what I did? I bought them on sale for like less than $20. I don't really buy games new very often at all, unless I'm gonna make content for it. That's like the only time I ever do. But if you want to not buy the game, don't buy the game. That's your choice. I don't care either way. I just think that a lot of people are very angry right now, and we don't have all the answers. I think that's just worth remembering. It's just worth thinking about. And if it turns out to all be true, then the anger is 100% justified. But let's wait until we know it's true, because there's going to be Let's Plays online, like mine down there. There's going to be people streaming the game. They're going to beat the game way before me. You could probably watch those too. You know, there's all of these things are going to be out day one. You're going to know everything that happened in the game if you want to. Or we can all get super mad about it months before the game is even out and just ruin our own Christmas and be upset because this character that matters to us we think has been ruined by this game. I'm in a different spot here and I'm not using the microphone. I forgot to mention this though. One reason why I do think it's important to keep an open mind with stuff, and one reason why I think there could be more to this kind of thing, is because Kevin Conroy was always very selective when signing on to Batman properties. Yes, that didn't mean they all turned out amazing. You know, we know the Killing Joke movie was a mixed bag, but he really respected the character. He was very careful. Like, he read these scripts. He wanted the character to be in good hands. He even went as far as to refuse to read joke lines a lot of the times because he didn't want that out there when he took the character so seriously. So it's just worth noting that I have faith in Kevin Conroy's work. It does not mean this will be good. It's just another element that I think is worth thinking about, you know, to kind of put yourself at ease a little bit and just kind of calm down. I don't really personally think it's worth that, because at the end of the day, this is fiction. I care more about my real life despite loving all of this stuff and all of you who watch this channel. I don't want to let this ruin my holiday. I don't want to let this make me super mad. But yes, I'm bummed. I am bummed. I do have a Fortnite creator code. I keep mentioning that. That's going to be in the pinned comment and description down below. Why do I keep mentioning that? Because I'm poor as hell and it helps me out a lot. Oh, we also do have a store. We have DegenerateJ.com. It's also EnchantingGlamour.com. There's a lot of repurposed comic book resin pieces up there. Here's one of my favorites that Jill made recently. This one's mine. You can't have it. This one is of Sailor Moon, actually. Will this actually focus on it? Looks like it, yeah. This one's of Sailor Moon. So, Jay, why are you guys wasting manga and comics like that? Well, we're not. These are manga and comics from local businesses around here. Comic shops, secondhand stores, pawn shops. They are damaged. They're getting sold and thrown out. They're getting sold really cheap, or thrown out, I should say. A lot of them don't even make it to recycling because businesses have to pay more here for recycling, so a lot of them actually cheap out on that, and the stuff ends up in the dumpster. I've worked at them. I know that. So we try and make something fun for you that actually it actually goes, you know, in your house, in your collection. There's some different stuff on the back and front. This is fun stuff. I know you'll get your money's worth out of this. We're not hiding any kind of like terrible story behind this. I'll tell you what. Also, you know, my wife also makes jewelry, really fun stuff. Over there, there's a Christmas collection. So the reason I mention that, helps the channel, helps us out a lot. I hope you all have a good day. Don't let this ruin your Christmas, man. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, I think it's worth waiting until February if you want it to ruin something for you. And you have no obligation to buy this game. I totally get the frustration. I have a lot of it too. I just don't want to be hating on something I don't fully understand yet. That's all. But if it's what it is, like I said, yikes. I don't know. Let us know what you think in the comments down below. Lots of ways to help support this channel. We have our Let's Play channel as well. I have a very big announcement coming up this week. about the future of this channel, about more stuff going on. If you love this channel or you want to support it, I recommend checking that out later this week because it means a lot. So have a fantastic day. And as always, everyone, stay shui.